Hey, Power Mindset family, Zara here. The story begins in Mark 5:21-43. It's also recorded in Matthew 9 and Luke 8. It's about a man named Jairus, a respected synagogue leader. This wasn't just some ordinary man on the street. He was someone known, honored, and looked up to. He had status, he had reputation, but none of that mattered when crisis hit his home. His 12-year-old daughter, the light of his life, was dying. Can you imagine the desperation in his heart? The sleepless nights, the racing thoughts. Jairus, this man of power and influence, leaves it all behind to find Jesus because, in that moment, no amount of status or religion could save his little girl. He throws himself at Jesus' feet and pleads, not just asks, pleads with him to come and heal her. That's the kind of bold, desperate, faithful move that catches heaven's attention. As they begin walking to Jairus' house, Jesus is interrupted by the woman with the issue of blood. You know the story. Another desperate person reaches out, touches his garment, and is healed instantly. Now imagine Jairus. He's standing there, watching a miracle unfold for someone else while time is running out for his daughter. Have you ever been there? Watching other people get their breakthrough while yours seems delayed. It's painful, but Jesus is never late. What looks like a delay to us is often just divine timing in disguise. While Jesus is still speaking to the woman, Jairus gets the worst news a parent can hear. Your daughter is dead. Don't bother the teacher anymore. Can you feel the heartbreak in that moment? The world must have spun in slow motion for Jairus. Let's hope the journey to healing felt crushed. But before he can fall into despair, Jesus looks at him and says something powerful. Do not be afraid, only believe. Mark 5:36. Hold on to that power mindset, family. Sometimes, in your darkest moment, that one sentence from Jesus is enough to carry you through. They arrive at Jairus' house. The mourners are already their flute players, wailing voices, sounds of finality. It's over, they believe. Death has done its job. But Jesus walks in and flips the narrative. He says, why all this commotion and wailing? The child is not dead, but asleep. Mark 5:39, the crowd laughs at him, not just disbelieves laughs. And isn't that just like life? The moment you start to believe again, the moment you speak faith over your situation, the doubters show up to mock it. But Jesus doesn't entertain doubt. He puts them all out of the house. Let me tell you. Sometimes your miracle requires separating from the noise from the mourners, the doubters, the negative voices. Protect your space. Protect your faith. Now, here's where it gets personal. Jesus said the girl was not dead but sleeping. Your finances. Maybe you're drowning in bills, stuck in debt, or hit by business losses. But God might be saying it's not over. It's resting before resurrection. Your relationships. That broken marriage, that distant friendship, that shattered trust may seem buried, but with Jesus, even ashes can become beauty. Your dreams, that ministry, that calling, that goal you gave up on, God didn't forget. It's not dead. It's just waiting for the right time to wake up. You see, just because something looks finished doesn't mean God has signed off on it. Death is not the end when Jesus is involved. It's just a pause before resurrection. The key moment in this entire story, Jairus invited Jesus into his house. He could have relied on his religious status. He could have asked other leaders to pray. But no, he knew only Jesus could do what needed to be done. Have you truly invited Jesus into your situation? Not just prayed about it, but given him access to it. When Jesus walks in, the atmosphere shifts. The mourners scatter, and the dead begin to rise. Let me encourage you today. Invite him into your finances. Invite him into your family. Invite him into your brokenness. Invite him into your business, your dreams, your doubts. Because when Jesus enters, death has to exit. Let's not miss this. Jairus was a synagogue leader. Man people came to for spiritual guidance. But when his world fell apart, he didn't pretend to have it all together. He humbled himself and ran to Jesus. Listen, no one is too important to need Jesus. Are you a CEO? You still need him? Are you a pastor, a teacher, a leader? You still need him? Do others come to you for advice? That's great, but you still need him. Pride blocks miracles. Humility unlocks them. So here's the wake-up call today. Maybe you're standing over something that looks dead. Maybe the mourners doubt fear. Past failures are already playing their songs. But Jesus is whispering, it's not dead. It's only sleeping. Your job is not to figure out how. Your job is not to make it make sense. Your job is simply this: do not be afraid, only believe. Let him step into your situation. Let him take the hand of your sleeping promise and speak the words, little girl, I say to you, arise. Mark 5:41, because your miracle isn't over, it's just beginning. So Power Mindset family, thank you for journeying with me today. I pray that something in this story has stirred your heart, awakened your faith, and reminded you. You are not too far gone. Your situation is not too broken. It's not deeds, only sleeping. This week, speak life. Walk in faith. And most importantly, invite Jesus in. Stay strong and keep your mindset powerful.